guys, and welcome to another video. I am Bubble Rapper and I hope you are having a fantastic Christmas, because in this video I'll be starting what will hopefully turn into a series guiding players on how to use decks defensively, offensively, and to overall increase their chances of winning a match. In this video I will be going over how to use the Electro Wizard deck I designed for the Electro Wizard Challenge. Hopefully when you are seeing this video, the Electro Wizard Challenge will still be underway and you will be able to beat everyone in it up. And trust me, it does work well. Using it, I managed to win 10 times before underestimating how much health an Elite Barbarian had left, costing me the match. So anyway, without further ado, here is the video. Now before I get into commentating a match, first, I want to talk about the deck and its strategy. The Electro Wizard, obviously in first, because it is compulsory to use. Personally, I do not think it will be such a great card in proper matches, but some might figure out a foolproof way if using it up on the leaderboards. Considering though the low health, I have also added in Zap to target opposing troops in places the Electro Wizard cannot. Obviously, considering that this is the Electro Wizard Challenge, Fireball will be a must because it can one-shot the Electro Wizard with ease and is also a counter to many cards that are extremely overused, for example Mega Minion and Elite Barbs. Those two cards will also be a must because the reason they are overused is because, like a lot of cards when they are first introduced into the game, are generally OP. That's why balances usually rush in when they are added. Also the Ice Golem, because if the Electro Wizard gets to your tower, only one of its zaps will damage the tower, halving the damage that you take. The other two cards in the deck are Archers and Hog Rider, although you can do whatever you want as long as they are low elixir and work well. Anyway guys, so jumping into a match, as you can see here, I'm going to start by splitting my Elite Barbs because both of them individually do a lot of damage, although I wanted to get that one at the front because, as you can see, I just got lucky and it's going to hopefully get damage, as you can see, but not because of those goblins, spear gobs. As you can see though, I have a lot more elixir than they have, like literally double. Well, now we've got about the same. No, now I've still got way more than double. So I'm gonna take in my Mega Minion to take out that witch because it could pose a serious threat to me. As you can see though, they are winning, but the one thing you've got to remember is you have more elixir. So I'm going to go for a cheap push with Electro Wiz, Archers, and Hog Rider, sure to do a lot of damage. Electro Wizard does a whole heap, and I managed to get it there on 1 health, I think, which was pretty lucky by me. So I'm going to go in with my Electro Wiz to shut down that push and get in my Zap, because you need Zap for places Electro Wizard can't get, although I will say Electro Wizard has not been disappointing me at all. Obviously Electro Wizard gonna win that round off because it comes in with a Zap. I'm pretty sure that my friend Hellcat7 was commentating that because I just saw confetti. By the way, shout out to him, he's awesome. Another cheap push that I know, which is what are they called? Elite Barbs behind the Ice Golem to push that along with the Mega Minion just in case for extra defense. And now I'm going to go with a Hog because that just seems like the best idea right now because they placed the stupidest furnace I have ever seen. It's so easy to get to. It's about to go down now and I'm waiting for them to get in their witch, but they decide not to. They decide to just poison me. So I'm going to basically go like free for all. They are doomed right now. I'm just going to get my Elite Barbs in there and they are going to do work. There's no way they can win anymore. Those Elite Barbs and Electro Wizard are going to take it out. As you can see, not much left on the tower. Gonna take out that. Obviously gonna put down my ice golem to suck up that damage, because that's like basically what the card was completely made for, to just take damage. So you can see, gonna play super defensive now so that they cannot beat me. I'm also gonna play offensive, because offensive can be defensive, because you have to defend, but they also have to defend, making what I did very good, just aimlessly placing down cards. Gonna jump into another match against this person, who I'm no. This person is obviously, no, it's not the noob that had old legendaries except the zap. Here is another good battle in the slightly higher matches, when this was when I was at 8 wins and I was about to get to 9. As you can see, we're both at max elixir. I decided to place down my own electro wizard to take out that one, and I'm going to place down my own fireball to take that out. And as you can see, the opponent is winning right now because they have more elixir, and they still do. They have 6 and I have 5, so actually a little more than that. But I'm hoping that I can get in a good push to beat them, because as you can see, I have good cards that will be able to survive them. Their log can't do enough damage, so they decided to get Witch in there to take me out, but that Hog Rider has already done its work, and now I can go for an Ice Golem right there to suck up that damage, and then go Electro Wiz and Fire, and I have now cycled back to my Fireball so that I can take all of that out. And now I can place in my archers to take out that miner. Also, Ice Golem is good because you just place it right in front of the the miner. So now I'm going to go in with this cheap push that I love to use in this. Going to use the archers behind, the basically dead because of log archers behind the Hog Rider, and I love it when that happens. So now those are going to do work to the tower in case we decide we want the 3 crown. Obviously, weird Inferno Dragon, because that can easily be taken out at the current time with Electro Wiz. So in this challenge, it doesn't really make much sense to me, but I'm going to go in with my Electro Wiz because it'll completely shut it down. And then I'm going to go in with my Fireball to do a lot of damage to all of that, letting the Electro Wizard do more work. Obviously that I don't need to worry about that Inferno Dragon because it will be taken down with ease. And now I'm going to get in my archers there so that I'm going to put in my Ice Golem so that they survive and can do enough damage. Now I've basically won this already, and I may as well just let them take a few towers so that they still feel good about themselves. But you know, I'm a bit of a mean one, so I won't. Now I'm going to just get in there all out. They're going to have to defend from me, but fail to. So let's jump into one final battle, the one where I finally failed, this one. So we're in Bone Pit. They obviously have as you would have seen, they have the exact same deck as me, just with the rather than Archer's Ice Spirit, so they probably know how to use it well, this deck well too, so I'll be able to point out what they're doing and what I'm doing. So they have basically the same push, because in my push, that it's the Ice Spirit behind the Hog Rider, but also, and in their push it was Ice Spirit behind the, Ice Spirit behind the Hog Rider, so that's what did so well. And now my Elite Barb's going to get on. So it's basically the exact same push, just with the slightly different cards. There you go. I've decided that I want to get the right tower because that's the one with the most damage done. Also, it's the best to defend because they'll be thinking the exact same thing. Seeing they are currently winning, I'm going to place down my Ice Golem as I do in basically every push. And I'm going to get in my archers to defend from that, Hog Rider. My tower's going to get frozen, and so are my archers, which is not going to be good. And they currently have a lot of damage on the 2 towers, which will be good for them later, assumingly. Now they're going to get in that ice golem so that I can do work to their tower. And I was going, great, I've won this one again, hands down, easily. But if I was being stupid, I would have lost that. Now, I could have just zapped or fireballed this, which would have worked. But I decided I just needed to get that in, and that was where I went wrong. I can just fireball that, and now I can get in my Mega Minion. And they are probably going to do some work to that tower. Yeah, so they have it under half health. But now I'm feeling pretty confident because I can just chuck my ice golem back there. They basically have no way of winning now. I can just put in archers back there, and now I'm kind of going, because I need to fireball that, and then they are going to basically defeat that tower, and then they'll be winning. Obviously, if that Mega Minion, no, that Mega Minion didn't get anything off, so I'm still winning at the current time. And like by a large margin. I was kind of being a bit stupid. I would have won this if I had just fireballed that tower, but I decided not to, so I come in with my fireball ready to basically take out that push, and I know that I think that I have much more elixir, and I basically do considering my push, but they managed to get the greatest fireball ever and do that. So now I'm basically left in a position where I'm winning by a large margin, and I will fireball that so that it doesn't get too much damage off of me. And I'm going to beat that Electro Wizard too. Going to get all that in. I wish that I had my fireball because I'm currently in a bad cycle for me. And whenever they get in something that I need to fireball, that's like when I'm dead. So now I'm going to go and fireball that, but now they are winning. Actually, yeah, they are just losing actually. Now I'm going to get my own Electro Wizard to try and shut down that Electro Wizard, but they're going to get fireball in the house to take that out. And here is some, what are they called? Elite barbs, and I underestimated that elite barb, which is what lost me the game. I probably would have won if I hadn't. Anyway guys, that'll end the video for today. Hope you learned something about the deck. Maybe you can use it in the time in which the Electro Wizard challenge is still on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.